Hi dear friends, first of all let me explain some part of this videos. Actually I take this video for myself as a note to use in the future, but I will post in YouTube. It will be available for everyone. I plan to record few videos about the basic Amazon network services, starting from the VPC creation, subnetting, internet gateways. In the future videos, I will add some other VPC, a transit gateway to communicate, uh, to establish inter-VPC network connection, and I plan also record video about how to create site-to-site VPN connection over the transit gateway with pfSense, which will locate on my data center and establish communication with my on-premise services. By recording this video to reproduce my actual production environment, this environment is inherited from some server system integrator. They not leave any documentation about this infrastructure, and I am trying to replicate or reproduce this infrastructure to understand how network infrastructure works on AWS. Thank you. I will explain on the diagram what I will do in this video. First of all, I will create the VPC named dev with this CIDR inside it. After, we will create the subnet inside this VPC. We also will create the internet gateway to make this subnet publicly available security group to be able to connect to our EC2 instance from the internet and assign private IP address, static private IP address to this server. And finally, we'll deploy EC2 instance and try to connect to instance. Let's start. First of all, I will start with VPC, and on AWS dashboard, you can find VPCs in the search bar and type in VPC. Let's make it favorite and choose it. After, we need to create one VPC. I will create VPC only and name it as a VPC dev. I will assign CIDR IP address range to this VPC and let's create it. VPC is ready, and with this VPC we can see that our default route table is also created. We can rename it to this route table to route table for VPC dev. After that, we need to create a subnet and associate with this subnet with VPC. We are associating this subnet with our development VPC. Let's call it VPC. Assign availability zone to it and set IP address range. Now we are ready. Create subnet. After subnet is created, we need to make it publicly available. For that, we need to create internet gateway. Let's create internet gateway and name it as an internet gateway for VPC dev. VPC dev. After, Internet gateway created. We need to attach it to our development VPC. Internet gateway is ready. Inside the route table, we need to modify some routes and tell our VPC route all traffic to Internet gateway, which we created earlier, and save changes. Okay. And last, network side, we need to create a security group. This one is a default security group, but I will not use it. And I will create my security group for dev VPC. I will select our development VPC association. We do not need any outbound rule, and we need to add one inbound rule to allow SSH connection from the internet. And let's create security. Sorry, permit SSH from internet. Create security group. And security group also created. Also in our route table, subnet association, and we see that our subnet not explicitly associated with this route, and let's change it. Let's create subnet association with this route table. Okay, ready? And now we can deploy our first EC2 instance. To deploy EC2 instance, we need to search EC2 in the search bar and press launch instance. Let's name it as a dev server 1. I already have a key pair. I will use my existing key pair. In the network settings, we need to press edit. We have only one VPC. This is a VPC dev, and there is only one subnet inside this VPC, and it's auto selected. After assign public IP addresses, we need to set enable to be able to connect to this EC2 instance from the internet. I will select my previously created security group. In advanced network configuration, I will assign the private static IP address to this server. And press launch. Let's return to instance lists, and it's initialized. I will pause the video and will return after the status will be ready. And now server is ready. Instance state is running, and we see the public IP address of the server. Also the private IP address of the server. Let's try to connect to the server. And ping some sites. Okay, and we see that the server is able to connect to the internet. Let's check IP addresses, and you see that our static private IP address also is set. And let's try to connect with our SSH client to this server. EC2 user with key carrier.ping. Yes, everything is working. Thank you very much. and have a nice day.